Hi everyone, it is Danny, your scrapper on the street, and we are taking a look in my year in Disney. I realize some of you may be new to scrapperonthestreet.com and maybe haven't caught up with some of my year in Disney album yet. And those of you who have stuck around know that I'm continuing my year in Disney, which I started last year in 2014, into 2015. So I thought a look back through the whole album thus far would be just a great refresher or bring up to date for everyone. And I just received a bundle of photos from snapfish.com, and many of those were Disney pictures, so there's going to be more pages coming your way, and I thought now was a good time to just kind of showcase what's been done so far. So this is my opening page, and I do have the year and just a little bit of kind of like what I hope to get out of my 2014 album. And at the time, I didn't know that I would extend it into the coming years, but happily I am. And we'll get to, when it turns into the 2015 pages, what I'm thinking of doing for those. But for now, this is my opening page, and I do hope to have a 2015 divider page as well. Now, as I go through this album, I'll maybe point out some of my favorite elements from pages or some of my favorite pages, but for a more extensive look, you could do a search on scrapperonthestreet.com for all the My Year in Disney tagged posts and get a deeper look into some of these. In 2014, we said goodbye to the Maelstrom in Norway, so I made sure to get that documented. There's a lot of journaling on this page and just photos of me in front of it. It's a page I'm really glad I captured. I'm using a Simple Stories album, so I have a mix of small pages, large pages, 12 by 12 pages, pocket pages, which I'm really excited about. This one I just kind of played with. There's some food intensive photos on it, and just capturing the little moments. I'm very blessed that I get to go all the time. I spend a lot of time at Disney. I do work there, so I'm there essentially every day, but I go and play in the parks very often because it's just a magical place for me. So I make sure to capture all the little elements. But like I said, it's food heavy as well, and I get some of my favorite restaurants, my specialty meals, that sort of thing. So this was the first trip to the German buffet. I busted out my typewriter for the journaling on this one and just made sure to showcase the food, the place, the memories of this day. I really love the Say Cheese collection from Simple Stories, but I don't always scrapbook my Disney pages with Disney stuff. This was last year. We spent some time at Disney with my darling friend Dorothy, so I made sure to capture these moments and just get the character interaction and the fun we had. It was really a great time. I'm sorry for the glare a little bit. Page protectors are not friendly that way. And then with pocket pages, it's hard to just pull out the layout and get the same feel. So I don't reinvent the wheel every page. The pocket pages I do tend to keep simple. I make sure I leave a square for journaling. I embellish and play for sure, but I don't get overwhelmed by the process. This was Flower and Garden last year. Flower and Garden's going on now, so a lot of my photos upcoming will be of Flower and Garden, so stay tuned for that. I then have the first time I ever saw the Festival of Fantasy parade. It was pretty spectacular. So I did a whole little mini insert on the dragon because it's rad. Like, it's just couldn't be any cooler. It's really a mind-blowing experience. And then I just had other little clips from the parade and talk about Festival of Fantasy, talk about seeing it for the first time, get some of the floats and costumes. And we were up above at the Magic Kingdom train station, so we were able to get some really great shots like this one. There's a lot of up high elements in the Festival of Fantasy parade, and it was incredible getting the castle behind those. Then I have some Animal Kingdom pages, just a walk around Animal Kingdom, some little clips of some of the detailed moments. I continued that over here with just some sign photos and some animal photos and just some different shots that I might not have gotten if I wasn't at this park on that day. So I really enjoy capturing my parks as I see them, as I experience them. I spent Easter last year at Magic Kingdom, so I got some of the special items that were at Magic Kingdom. They had these girls dressed in these beautiful dresses with their bonnets and their parasols, so I made sure to get those. They had, a lot of character interaction that day. I made sure to grab those. They had this great little pre-parade, so I made sure to capture that because it was just beautiful. And I got this really cute little picture of Daisy, and there were two that came out really cute, so I made sure to capture them both. Some hidden journaling, an interactive element on the page because it is Disney, so it's all about interaction and fun and just magic. So this is a good example of a page where I didn't use any Disney elements. I used a lot of spring, Easter, bright colored pages and elements, and I love the way it turned out. It does not have to be Disney for every page. Then this was Flower and Garden last year. I don't scrapbook in chronological order. I mostly scrapbook where the page takes me. So this is Flower and Garden. I used the Simple Stories It's a Charmed Life collection because it had the colors I really wanted to use for this Flower and Garden experience. And it had like very floral look to it. And I had fun with this. And I paired the pocket pages with a 12 by 12 page. On the 12 by 12 pages, I tend to play more with design, with techniques. There's some inked hearts that I used a mask for. There's different elements that I like to use. I'm very big into wood veneers. If you've been around, scrapping around the street for any amount of time, you know that ink and wood veneers are kind of my thing. I made sure to capture character interactions. I 90% of the time go to the parks with just adults, and that does not mean we don't take pictures with characters. We absolutely do. And it can be just as fun and just create just as amazing layouts as if you had children involved. So if you're an adult only going to Disney, please don't shy away from the characters. It's a fun experience and it makes for really great pictures. We would not have these really fun and adorable pictures if we didn't just suck it up and get our pictures taken with the characters. And if it's your first visit, I mean, you can't go to Disney without a picture with Mickey Mouse, right? So make sure you do that. Don't leave that out. Speaking of Mickey Mouse, I was lucky enough to go to Disneyland in May of 2014, just about a year ago, and spend time at Disneyland and California Adventure, and I was blown away. This is another page that I documented the Suitcase in a Dream, the Mickey Red Trolley show at Disneyland, and then I paired it with a 12 by 12, and I used the Simple Stories newspaper print if I really felt it fit the show, fit the theme, fit the time. And I just had a lot of fun with it. That's my crazy brother-in-law. It was a super fun day. And I got a lot of great pictures that day. And I really just had fun with it. Here's another page where I inked some stars and mixed them with wood veneer stars for a little dimension. This page I used all Instagram photos, which is another super fun thing to do. Don't forget to use all the photos you take, and then you could get your fun kind of filters and those square images and just more collages, and you really pack a lot of pictures on the page that way. So I really had a lot of fun with these. And then this is more Flower and Garden. I just took a lot of detailed shots of the topiaries, of what we ate, of what we did, and talked about it in the journaling, and it's just a lot of fun. Simple, but fun. And then I took a trip to Hollywood Studios, which will be forever in my heart known as MGM Studios. And I took a photo tour through the Great Movie Ride. I just got my settings on my camera right, and I snapped away because I realized it was a ride that I never really documented, and it's been a favorite of mine and my family's for over 20 years. So I made sure to get that detailed because it's really important to me, to my family, and to all of that good stuff that happens at the Disney parks, all the magic and tradition it involved. Then in the fall, I went to Food and Wine with my friend Dana and captured some silly photos of us eating and drinking our way around Epcot and just being silly, letting go. That's part of the magic of Disney. You can do this, wear hats, holes, crazy flowers, be silly, and it's not going to be an issue. Nobody's going to laugh at you. It's all in good fun. You could just dance and sing and enjoy yourself, big or small. So I definitely suggest doing that. I took more photos here from Food and Wine of some of the favorite cocktails in some of the favorite settings, and just had fun with it and played with colors and color shine and splatters and embellishments and just enjoy the process. This is a page I did for Layout a Day this past year, and we had to use a larger photo for the page. So I used just a bigger photo that Dorothy actually purchased when we were meeting Mickey, and I just played with it. You can make your own Disney embellishments. Never underestimate the power of the hidden Mickey on a page, and adding character with splatters and just your own fun design. Since I'd already scrapbooked similar pictures before, I didn't do a lot of journaling here. I just let the photo speak for itself. I then had a very magical moment at Magic Kingdom where I went to meet some of the characters in Magic Kingdom in their new circus area of the new Fantasyland. And I used my little Instax camera, you could see here, and the PhotoPass person was so kind as to get Donald Duck to sign my Instax picture. So as it came out of the camera, it was being signed by Donald himself, and now it's on my page for always. And I love how this page turned out. I used a lot of the pre-printed stars on this page for its own embellishments, but then I added some wood veneers and wood veneer stars for dimension, and just played with this page and just really had fun with it. I don't have a backside for this yet. Usually I do utilize the backside, but not this time. Who knows? I may yet. This is a fun page. Went out for a friend's birthday, and we all decided we had to try on Olaf hats. They're super adorable. It was super fun. We are grown people, and we enjoyed it. It was so fun. And then I used my title as Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Because everybody's in this Frozen craze, including myself. And I'm just wanted to have fun with it. And it was a great opportunity to use some winter papers because we don't get a lot of winter here in Orlando. So it was a good tongue-in-cheek, fun Disney page without having to use, traditional Disney embellishments. And then, I'm going to get a little higher for this. I utilized a Disneyland map. This is actually this California Adventure map. I save maps all the time. I have a drawer full of Disneyland and Disney World maps. I never use them. I don't know why. I totally should. And finally, I did, and I'm so happy that I did. I just slapped the whole map. I cut it in half, slapped it on each side of the page, added some pictures, added some embellishments, added some wood veneers across the page to just draw your eye across, used arrows to help connect the two pages, and just really had fun with it. And then did some journaling, and I have a really great page. And for once, my maps are not just sitting in a drawer. This was also a Layout a Day page, so it fit a very special theme for Layout a Day. It was a color challenge, and it was a beautiful picture. It was one you might have seen in a smaller size earlier in this book. So I played with it. I added the birds as if they were taking flight. I added this is fabric washi tape for texture. I added my enamel dots. I inked the edges for a dreamy look. There's no journaling because it was just a pretty page. There's nothing more to say. And this is a throwback page. This was, the page was just created in February, but the photo is from 2 or 3 years ago. But I wanted to keep it with my Disney pages, so I might include a throwback section here in My Year in Disney album. And it's a picture of me and the Mad Hatter at a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. And I had fun with colors and polka dots and stars and Halloween paper without it being an overtly Halloween page, and a fun title. And that's it. There you have it. This is my book thus far. Like I said, I have a lot more photos printed, a lot more adventures planned. Last night we were just ordering our magic bands for 2 stays that we have planned at Disney this year. One's coming up pretty quick in May and another in November. And I'm going to be running another Disney 5K, so you'll be seeing a lot more Disney adventures here. And so I suggest you visit us often. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's anything you want me to capture. And I can't wait to share these magical moments with you. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.